Imagine being born into poverty, facing abuse, rejection, and setbacks that could break anyone's spirit. Now imagine rising from that pain to become one of the most influential women in the world, a billionaire, a global icon, and a voice of hope for millions. This is the story of Oprah Winfrey. Oprah was born in 1954 in rural Mississippi to a teenage single mother. Her early years were marked by extreme poverty. She often wore dresses made from potato sacks because her family couldn't afford clothes. Other children laughed at her, but young Oprah learned early how to carry herself with dignity, even when life gave her nothing. At just 9 years old, Oprah faced unimaginable trauma. She was abused by relatives and family friends. For years, she carried this pain in silence. At 14, overwhelmed and struggling, she ran away from home. Not long after, she gave birth to a baby boy who died in infancy. Most people would have been broken forever by such pain. But Oprah decided that her past would not define her future. This is the story of Oprah Winfrey. When she moved to live with her father in Nashville, her life changed. Her father believed in discipline, education, and self-respect. He demanded she read a book every week and write reports. At first, Oprah resisted. But slowly, she fell in love with words, with knowledge, with stories. This love for communication gave her confidence and would later become her greatest strength. At just 17, Oprah entered a local beauty pageant. She didn't win first place, but the judges noticed her voice and presence. That same year, she was offered a job as a radio newsreader, becoming the youngest and first African-American woman to hold that position at her station. From there, she moved into television. But her emotional, empathetic style was very different from the cold, serious reporters of the time. Bosses often criticized her for being too emotional on screen. But what some saw as weakness, Oprah turned into her superpower. In the early 1980s, Oprah got her big chance, hosting a struggling morning talk show in Chicago. Within months, her warmth and authenticity turned it into the #1 show in the city. Audiences didn't just watch Oprah, they felt Oprah. By 1986, the Oprah Winfrey Show went national. It wasn't just a talk show. It was a cultural movement. Oprah's show wasn't about gossip or shallow entertainment. She tackled issues no one else dared to: race, abuse, poverty, education, health. She invited everyday people, listened to their stories, and gave them dignity. Her openness about her own struggles, childhood abuse, body image, heartbreak, made millions feel less alone. And when she said, "You are not your circumstances. You are what you believe you can become," people believed her. But Oprah didn't stop at being a host. She built a business empire. She created her own production company, Harpo Productions, and took full ownership of her show. This was revolutionary. Most TV hosts worked for networks. Oprah owned hers. Her courage turned her into not just a star, but a billionaire, a philanthropist, and one of the most powerful women in media. Despite her wealth, Oprah never forgot her past. She gave millions to charities, built schools in South Africa, and empowered young girls with education. She reminded the world, to whom much is given, much is required. Oprah's story teaches us that no matter how dark your beginning, your future is not decided by your past. She turned pain into power, wounds into wisdom, and suffering into success. Today, when we see Oprah, smiling, strong, inspiring millions, we don't just see a media mogul. We see proof that you can rise, no matter where you start. So when life tries to hold you down, remember Oprah's journey. Your scars can become your strength. Your story can become your power. And like Oprah Winfrey, you too can turn your trials into triumphs.